Well, he got his wish, and so did we. Now we can stop caring about the Brooklyn Nets and be like everybody else in New York City. You know, they say when in Rome. Well, when in New York, you're supposed to faux care about a new expansion basketball team because they had Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant and James Harden. 16 games. That's what they played together. Now Phoenix is a monster. We'll talk about them coming up. It's the NBA parlay video. I don't want to get in Durant's way the entire time, but you know what happens. You get in Kevin Durant's way. He's leave, and that's it. You're gone. 2-1 last night. Doesn't matter because the parlay didn't hit, right? Let's go. We'll open up with the Brooklyn Nets. Hey, did you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe yet, please? Did you do that yet? Let's open up with the Brooklyn Nets laying 2 at home. I would strongly suggest you shop this line. I think at the time in which we're doing this, you can still get the Nets at 1 point. But let's be honest here. Brooklyn is just dealing with this level of elation. And we talked about that the first time around when they dealt Kyrie Irving, and you saw the Brooklyn Nets play hard. They just missed a cover by a half point. Then they come around and they hit that cover. Now they have to win outright in order to cover against a Bulls team that, okay, I don't know if you can count on them to take full advantage of a Nets team that's still kind of in flux. And the only reason why, I mean, Cam Thomas aside, of course, right? But the only reason why they're in flux is because they just haven't figured out really what's going on right now, where you're just pulling guys out, maybe even from the stands at this point until your full team is ready. The Bulls haven't done much against bad teams as is. I mean, they've only won 10 of their last 17. And they're averaging a lot of points, but they come off just a major. And that's really where the concern is. You just can't count on Chicago to take advantage of anything. And I don't think that, injuries aside, we always take a look and see you got a lot of guys on that injury list from DeRozan to Patrick Williams. I don't know if DeRozan's playing. It does look like Patrick Williams is playing. No DeRozan, sign me up. I'll take the Nets -2. And that's your first play in the first leg of a 3-leg NBA parlay. All right, Magic, not part of the parlay, but I want you to turn $5 into $200. You know about this, right? We've been telling you about this, right? So click that link below. It's super easy, super simple. It's going to take you 90 seconds to sign up, deposit $5 and only $5. Now, you have to be 21 or older. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER, and you have to live in a state where you can legally wager. But again, maybe there's somebody in your house that's not signed up for DraftKings. Whatever the case is, that's fine. Take that $5, immediately bet it on the Orlando Magic tonight. Doesn't matter if the Magic win or lose. You don't even need to wait for that game to tip. As soon as you place the wager, like right away, as soon as you place the wager, $200 right into your account. It's an instant thing. You don't even need to wait. That's that cool and that easy. Look at the Suns. Now, how often have we fallen into this trap looking at a team that is down more bodies? The biggest one, of course, is going to be Bridges out on that trade. Crowder wasn't playing anyway, right? So the Suns right now are heavily shorted or are getting more points maybe than they should be, in the sense of, well, they don't have anybody. This big trade. They don't have Durant yet. Are the Hawks really 7 points better than Phoenix, like Phoenix's bench? And that's not to say for 36, 40 minutes, what have you. I'm just saying the Suns still have Booker, Eytan. They still have Chris Paul. I know Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges were traded, but Booker's back. You have a good basketball. You may not have a great team so far, and then Kevin Durant comes, and then holy shit, I get it. But Atlanta, I think if you look at where they are, they've had a couple of big road wins. They're back home now. And I don't know, after losing 2 straight, if you just put it together against a bad team, even though this bad team isn't really that bad. This line jumped out at me. I would not be surprised if this moves and drops and we're getting ahead of it. We're still flat at a key number at 7. But I think Phoenix is in a great spot right now, as we've seen teams that have either lost guys due to injury or, in this case, traded them away. It's not like, oh, my God, thank God we got rid of Jay Crowder. But they're giving 7 points on the road with Booker, Eytan, and Paul back. I'll take the 7 and roll the dice. Last one here. Bucks. Part of me just wants to go under on the total, but we got burned. That was the one leg that did not hit last night in the Dallas Clippers game. I'm going to lay the 5.5. Under 6, I'm going to lay the 5.5. Lakers, I think, you make this trade. Westbrook's out. You bring in Russell and all this other stuff that surrounds the obvious, which is this season was all about getting LeBron as the leading scorer, the all-time leading scorer. I thought it was going to be against the Bucks. It just made more sense. Do it against what a Kareem's team, et cetera, have you. But the team itself is cooked. I think LeBron is super, and how could he not be? We saw this with Steph when he was chasing that 3 record. The game after the game, I mean, you're shot. You're cooked. You're probably still hungover from party, and rightfully so. LeBron deserves and earned it all. But I don't think the Lakers are ready to play tonight. And I think the Bucks are good enough right now where they can go through the motions and they can beat a bad team by 6 points on the road. That's just where Milwaukee is right now. And I think we saw, to a lesser extent, Boston last night. Granted, that was at home, but still. You can beat good teams by playing okay, and you can beat bad teams by going through the motions. Love the Bucks here in this spot, just under 6. Again, that's the play, just under 6. And that 3-leg parlay, ladies and gentlemen, gets you to plus 595. Nets -2, Suns +7, Bucks -5.5. Hey, on the way out, the insider that we have, the Discord, is cooking. We're rolling 50% off your first week just to have some fun here. We're getting ahead of these early win promos on DK. You can cash the early wins. Sometimes you don't even need the early wins, right? It's just bang, bang, bang. We did some live college betting. That's not bad, right? You never know what you're going to get. Cash it. So we're doing a lot here, giving you college basketball parlays for days. All right, you want parlays? I got parlays on the Discord. Come say hi. Your first week is half off. Pretty cool. Half off. And again, parlays. I got ladders. Told you about the DK promo. How about that? NHL parlay. I told you we got parlays, man. Go ahead and catch that parlay. See? It's all there for you. It's all part of the Discord. Half off your first week. There's a link below. Have yourselves a wonderful, fantastic Thursday.